What if I told you there's a hotel room that doesn't exist on paper, but it knows your name? That it waits in silence, not to scare you, but to remind you of a love you forgot you ever had? Tonight, you're not just checking in, you're being remembered. Before we dive into this haunting story of memory, love, and the room that time forgot, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a whisper from the dark. And now let's open the door to room number that doesn't exist. They told me the hotel only had 6 floors, but that night, when the elevator doors opened by themselves, I stepped into something that shouldn't have existed. My name is Marcus. I travel often conferences, pitches, boardrooms full of artificial smiles. I've stayed in hundreds of hotels, but none ever stayed with me, like the one in Bucharest. It was an old hotel, elegant, marble floors, chandeliers from another century. The kind of place where time feels slower, where the walls remember ... I checked in late. The receptionist gave me the usual smile, handed me the key to room 408. I was too tired to notice the strange look she gave me when I mentioned I'd be back late from a business dinner. The evening passed in a blur wine, contracts, empty compliments. By the time I returned, it was just after midnight. The lobby was empty. I pressed the elevator button, entered alone, and hit the number 4. But instead, the elevator went up. Ding, floor 5. Ding, floor 6. Then, without me pressing anything, ... ding. Floor 7? The doors opened to a narrow hallway, bathed in dim yellow light. The carpet was older than anything I'd seen in the hotel. Faded patterns. Wallpaper peeling at the edges. But it was silent, eerily silent. I should have gone back. But something pulled me forward. At the end of the corridor was a single door. Room 707. The light above, it flickered softly. The number looked ... out of place. Newer than the rest of the hotel. As if someone had put it there recently. And yet familiar. Like déjà vu. I knocked. The door creaked open. Inside was a room I can only describe as beautiful in a forgotten kind of way. Velvet curtains. A piano in the corner. Candlelight, though I never saw where the candles were. And sitting by the window was her. She was dressed in a deep crimson gown, elegant and timeless. Her hair dark, curled like from an old film. And when she turned toward me, she didn't seem surprised, only relieved ... You came back, she whispered. I don't know why, but I sat down across from her. I didn't feel afraid. I felt like I knew her, like every conversation I'd ever wanted to have but never did was waiting in that room. We talked about loss, about love that arrives too late, about promises that echo even after lifetimes. She touched my hand at one point, and I swear my heart slowed down, as if it remembered a rhythm older than time. Her eyes were sad, full of memories I hadn't lived, but somehow missed. I waited, she said. I waited past the end, past forgetting. The clock struck 3 a.m. A soft chime filled the room. She stood, walked to the window, and looked out. It's almost morning. You should go. They won't let you find me again. Before I could say anything, the door behind me opened. I turned. The hallway was back. Bright, clean, normal. When I looked back, the room was empty ... No candles, no piano, just dust and cold air. I walked down the hall and pressed the elevator button. This time, it only had 6 numbers. At the front desk, I asked the receptionist, was anyone else staying on the 7th floor? She looked up, confused. Sir, there is no 7th floor. The hotel was never built that high. I turned my phone to show her a photo I took inside the room. But the photo was blank, just static. Only one thing remained. On my palm, Faintly visible in the morning light was a red lipstick mark. Some rooms aren't part of any map. Some stories only find you when you're quiet enough to hear them. And some souls wait beyond time, hoping for a love that still remembers how to knock.